Hey, you! Do you have a business idea in your head, but you do not know how to start a business actually? There are a lot of different considerations to be made to set up your successful business. One of them is definitely competitive strategy. Considering it, you can outgrow other companies quickly, resulting in huge profits. So imagine this is the industry you want to enter. Competitive strategy is the search for a favorable position of your company within this industry. It aims to compete and establish a strong position against your competitors. Let's take a closer look at how this concept is built up. Competitive strategy can be explained by the 5 forces framework. Firstly, there is existing rivalry among competitors making constant changes in order to gain a competitive advantage. Secondly, there are both the power of suppliers and buyers. For example, the number of suppliers can be crucial to determine our strategy. Let's imagine a market with few suppliers resulting in less competition, so they gain more power over you. Finally, those forces that threat the market, new entrants and substitute products. Keeping in mind this framework, in order to develop our competitive strategy, we have to analyze our company. So maybe you should ask yourself, what is my mission? How do I create value? What are my strengths? And of course, you should take a look in the market. There could be an opportunity, something might be demanded. Once this is done, you will probably have a valuable competitive position. Probably this position will fit into one of the competitive strategies defined by Michael Eugene Porter. He said that you can define your position based on 2 variables. One being your source of competitive advantage, falling into cost or differentiation. The other one, your market focus, which can be a segment or worldwide. Competitive strategy will guide us in the long term. So who's interested in it? It's the companies with the resources to establish a position in an existing market. However, this lens has its limitations. Basically, there are 2 main ones. The first one is an attractive industry with high entry barriers. Imagine a full bowl of cereals, but you only get a small spoon to eat them. The second one would be a strong company within a poor industry. Now, your spoon is big, but there are no cereals in the bowl. Both situations will not be profitable for you. Many companies have used the competitive strategy in their different industries to establish a strong position with excellent results. We are going to look at Spryker's approach. Spryker Systems is a Berlin-based company founded in 2014, currently employing around 150 people. It was funded by 4 investors. Spryker is positioned in the e-commerce industry. So, what value creates Spryker? Building an e-commerce platform from scratch is often too costly for companies. For that reason, there are highly standardized solutions. Think of them as Playmobil toys. You can dress them and arrange them in your way, but you cannot change their fundamental structure. Therefore, Spryker steps in and offers a unique e-commerce framework called Spryker OS for the personalized creation of a modular and scalable online shop. You can think of it as the Lego solution. You get your fixed building blocks, but you can then build whatever you can imagine. Let's now take a look at Spryker's ecosystem. Spryker has multiple relationships with industry partners for enabling the complete solution they offer their customers. Spryker's direct customers are the developers of an e-commerce platform. They hold licenses issued by Spryker, allowing them to use their OS. The customers of these developers are actual wholesalers, retailers, or producers. When applying the 5 forces framework in the e-commerce industry, the situation is as follows. Although there is a high number of potential buyers demanding a customized e-commerce solution, most of the suppliers only offer standard solutions, so there is an entrance gap. Spryker threats the conventional suppliers by trying to substitute their offers with a highly agile answer. This threat is based on Spryker's core capabilities that differentiate it from competitors such as Magento, Shopware, or SAP Hybris. Firstly, the simple integration of diverse front ends such as voice recognition, Internet of Things, and smart home. Secondly, they simplify the adoption process for developers by a clear and well-documented coding architecture. As we mentioned before, there's a shortage of the solutions demanded and provided. This poses an opportunity. The e-commerce market is highly growing around the world. Therefore, Spryker is also expanding from the German, Austrian, and Swiss region to international markets like the US and South America. Spryker wants to shape the future of e-commerce by providing additional value to its customers through an omni-channel front-end approach to the consumer, trying to be seen as market leaders. As a result, the valuable competitive position of Spryker is found. So how do they compete in this market? Unlike competitors, Spryker charges per developer seat, which means one license per developer. Thus, the minimum project budget is $100,000, unaffordable for small companies. This is why Spryker has a differentiation-focused strategy. So, coming back to you with your business idea. If you don't have a competitive position, the chances of failing are high. Maybe you are better off investing in Spryker. Should you though? Right now, Spryker Systems is trying to expand to other markets. If their expansion is as profitable as it has been in the DACH region, the chance of becoming a global e-commerce framework solution provider is possible. However, the closed code structure and the pricing model of Spryker in comparison to their competitors limits the use of their solution. Considering both pros and cons, we would recommend to delay an investment to the near future, waiting for the primary results of their expansion out of the DACH region.